So first we had the Cheesecake Factory lady. Now we got a woman who says she was offended that a man cashed after her $30 to treat her to lunch.
Okay, so y'all, story time. So y'all, please tell me if I'm wrong. So today, this dude wrote me on Instagram, and he was like, "Can I send you money? Let me send you money for lunch." So I was like, "Okay." I wrote him back, and I was like, "Send it." So he wrote me and was like, "Okay, what's your cash app?" So I sent him the cash app. Yeah, I just knew I was finna open my cash app, and I was finna have at least probably about 100 ball. You get what I'm saying? Because like.
You was expecting $100 for lunch, right? The dude you ain't never met, he just DM'd you out the blue, like trying to. Okay, all right.
This I eat, and that's how much I spend on my food. Yeah, I opened my cash app, and this man sent me $30. Yeah, yes, $30, and I'm just like, at first I'm like, am I ungrateful? Like, am I up? Like, the feeling like,
Yes, yes, you are.
like, why would you send me $30? But then I had to ask people, and they was like, nah, because I'm like, $30 is not even half a tank in my car. Like, you thought I was gonna go to Chick-fil-A? Like, I mean, I'm trying to figure out what did you think I was gonna eat? It's like when I go and eat, I eat full course meals. Like I order a appetizer, a entree, and a dessert and a drink. That can't even get me 2 drinks. Like,
Listen, I want to know what kind of job and metabolism you got that you would be able to stop your workday and go get an appetizer, full entree, dessert, multiple drinks, and then be feeling good enough to go back to work. Most people gonna be asleep after this. I'm going home. Or I'm gonna be asleep somewhere in my car. Is you crazy? This is why most people stop, get a quick bite for lunch, and get back to work so they can be productive. You just went on a date by yourself. You know, listen, I see you somebody to go on a date, it's gonna be with me, okay? I'm gonna be with you.
and then this man had the audacity to write me back and say, let me get to know you. Why the do you think I'm gonna let you get to know me and you just send me $30 for lunch? Is you dumb? I mean, like, y'all be for real. Like, tell me, am I wrong? Like, am I up? Like, is my head up? Like, I don't even spend $30 on lunch on my, like, I spend over that on myself. So it's like, for someone to think they're gonna send me, I get that this thought they count. Like, he didn't have to send me $30, but it's like, no, like, I'm not that type of, I'm not one of them.
She claims she ain't one of them, but she still kept that $30 though, huh? Ask yourself, why does she keep it? When she's so above it, right? She's such a boss chick. She does all these luxurious things. She treats herself every day to full course meals and all this stuff. So why would she even need that peon of a $30 that my man sent her? And it's because, ladies, a lot of y'all with this type of, I ain't not all of y'all, but a lot of y'all with this funky disposition of an attitude like she has, you feel this way about this type of money because you don't have to work for it. Because like you may have a job, but you're able to live luxuriously with these luxurious wigs and this luxurious jewelry and go spend luxurious money on all this food and this, that, and the other because your lifestyle is mostly supplemented by men giving to you. So you don't have no respect for the money and how hard it is to come by it, right? And so when people give you what you view to be as less than what you're used to, you give off this funky attitude when it's not necessary. The Salvation Army is $1 billion company, but they don't shun and shame the people that leave change in their buckets. Think about your favorite rapper or your favorite artist or whatever. They not shunning the people that's all back in the nosebleed seats for $20 or $30 versus the people that may have spent $1,000 to be up front. You know why? Because they appreciate all of them for taking the time out to come there and be there and support them. And all I'm saying, ladies, is just why not take this page out the book? Is it that hard to be nice and just say thank you? Like, did you have to go and make a TikTok and do all of this? Is you dumb and all of this stuff, type of stuff? You couldn't have just took the $30, said thank you, I appreciate you, and put that towards your normal ritual. If you spend $100 on yourself or $150 on yourself every day for lunch, you could have just put that towards that and just said thank you. You understand what I'm saying? And then what I want to ask is, when did $30 for lunch become an unreasonable thing? Like where do you women get all of these outrageous and where I'm saying y'all got it from, just rewind a little bit and listen to what I said a minute ago. Because you're getting your income supplemented from other places where you think that this is, you have this inflated outlook on what money is. This is why when you ask women how much should your spouse need to make to kick it with you, it's why women is always 100,000, 500,000, a million. They have no idea what these numbers really mean and what percent of the country really makes this type of money. It be the most hood boogerish chicks that let 100,000 or 500,000 roll off their tongue when asked these questions, and they have no idea what this type of money is, what it looks like. They have no idea the type of men who have this type of money. They ain't never been around this type of money. But yet they talk like this, like they're so deserving of a partner who makes this. And they demand it. What I'm going to tell you is the most ironic part of this is that they'll hit all these simpletons, and it's your fault too, man, for even being the type of simpleton that would throw $30 at a chick to think that's going to be able to get you in a foot in the door to get to know her. Like I could see if this was a woman you known or y'all been kicking it before, and you just decide to throw a couple dollars to go get something to eat. But to throw $30 at a woman that you have no idea, you ain't never met this woman, and think that's going to get you in, you done already placed yourself in a corny box that you will not ever be able to get yourself out of. And what I was about to say that's ironic about these women is that they place all these astronomical expectations on the new guys that are trying to date them, and they never gave those same expectations to the baby daddies who they got kids by. They got 3 kids by 2 or 3 different baby daddies. And y'all had them kids off a half pint of Hennessy and some Coney Island or some Waffle House. You know what I'm saying? Wherever you from. You spend $30 because $30 is enough to get to know someone. Because you'll have no problem with that when you really like them. You ain't got to spend all this money on no extravagant date to get to know someone. $30 is enough, and you prove that by how you got to know your baby daddy when you let him pump them kids in you. But yet they're expecting all these noodles. Oh, you better buy my $500 weave before we go out on a date. You better spend $200 on my dress before we go out on a date. Cash at me this to get to know me. Send me $200 for my babysitter before you get to know me. And then have the nerve to say that you're not a real man if you have apprehension about wanting to step up and stepfather 3 kids by 2 or 3 different baby daddies. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's so many expectations that women will place on the dudes that go for it. But understand, fellas, you don't have to be one of the guys that go for it. If you want to do that because that's where your heart is at and you made up in your mind that that's what you want to do with this young lady, then by all means do it. But don't let no woman say that you're less of a man and guilt trip you into stepfathering someone else's kids and being an unlimited ATM to her and her situation just because of the ridiculous expectations that she want to put on you. Like this right here, this type of chick, just leave it where she at, man. If this how she think, it is what it is. It ain't gonna be nothing you gonna be able to do to change her mind about it. Like her asking people, or am I wrong? Am I wrong? I don't even know why she asked that question, because she did not genuinely want the real answer. What she wanted was a bunch of women who cluck and sound just like her to get in the comments and cluck and type all the type of stuff that she wants to hear. And so, I mean, ain't nothing you can do with that. If they feel like that, that's how they feel. If she feel like she's on that level, that's how she feel. But ladies, I do want to say to you, you realize it's a certain type of women out here that get everything they want. And they never had to ask or demand a thing. And the reason being is because the way that they carry themselves, the feminine, friendly way that they carry themselves, in which they just make a man want to give and want to step in and do things. But they don't have to make outrageous demands and, oh, you better pay for my babysitter. You just, I wanted to go. I want to spend some time with you, but such and such happened with my babysitter. And, so maybe we can just reschedule next week or whatever. A certain when a woman just goes about it a certain way, it make you be like, hey, well, I'll take care of the babysitter, whatever. You know what I'm saying? It just, it's a certain type of attitude that this woman doesn't have that will activate something in a man to want to do more for you. And the thing is, the women of today really don't understand how important this type of attitude is, because if they did, they would listen to what men are saying and adjust the attitude. But instead, their attitudes keep getting stronger and more independent, and I don't need y'all and more of this. And society just keeps getting worse and worse and worse. But we're trying to tell you, you can get anything you want, because it is in men's nature to want to provide and protect you. But it's a way that you need to go about doing it. And following this chick and any woman that thinks like her ain't gonna get you there. It's your boy P Cam. Let me know what you think, what you don't think. Get at your boy.